This is Boston College, a top Jesuit university tucked away in the quiet suburb of Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, which is a short T-ride from downtown Boston. The school is nationally renowned for its athletic programs, research facilities, and producing outstanding young minds. But there's something else happening in the Heights that has escaped the pages of the national media. Something that is contributing to a very real problem that is threatening the planet Earth and life itself as we know it. This is global warming. It has become quite the hot topic in recent years. Everyone and their mother is talking about global warming these days. What causes it? How soon it will destroy us? Is there any way to stop it? But until now, little attention has been paid to the link between Boston College and global warming, a link that can provide us with all the answers we need to solve this crisis. Join us as we try to unravel the web of lies and deceit to find the incoherent truth.
Hello everyone, I'm Kyle Morton, amateur investigative reporter and charter member of Hair Club for Men. In my hands, I hold what might be the greatest kept secret known to man, the BC hypothesis on global warming, which states that it is in fact Boston College that is causing the Earth's temperature to rise at alarming rates, melting ice caps, flooding our cities. Right now you might be asking yourself these three questions. Why have I never heard of this before? Why have no scientists ever heard of this before? And finally, why hasn't Al Gore mentioned the BC hypothesis? These are all excellent questions, and over the course of this documentary, I'm confident that you will get the answers to these questions. We've assembled the best team of amateur scientists, priests, students, and ordinary individuals with opinions that will allow us to film them in an attempt to uncover the truth. So let's start at the beginning with the man who made this startling discovery. Jason Swergold was a regular student at Boston College, with no scientific training, but a very creative mind. He claims to have discovered the holes in current scientific theories surrounding global warming, and has filled these holes with what he believes to be the truth behind climate change.
Ever since the 1860s, the Earth's overall temperature has been rising at an unprecedented rate. Current scientific thought attributes this to industrialization and the burning of fossil fuels, but this is a very immature and biased line of reasoning. To blame the shells and skeletons of dead animals, that's just a little bit racist.
Over the course of 2 days in September of 2005, Jason's research led him to make a groundbreaking discovery.
Well, you see, I was doing research on the history of Boston College in the library and happened to be sweating profusely, and I thought to myself, man, it is hot in here. And then I said, maybe there's a correlation between Boston College and rising temperatures, and sure enough, there was. I began to plot significant points in Boston College's history and laid them out over a graph of rising global temperatures, and I found that at every major point of a rising temperature, there was a major point in Boston College history.
Jason immediately prepared a memo, which he sent to global warming activist Al Gore. Much to his surprise, he received no response. This is a copy of that memo. Unfortunately, we had to blur out many pieces because Al Gore's attorney threatened to sue us. Fortunately, Jason knew enough about my reputation for cutting-edge journalism and contacted me. I never heard from him again. But through my own investigating abilities and copies of Jason's notes, I began to put the puzzle together and found pieces that hadn't been put there before, and pieces that can no longer be denied. Big Brother will try to confuse you with big words like chlorofluorocarbons, carbon dioxide, and greenhouse gas, and blame armies of rogue zombie dinosaurs and burning old rocks for the reason why Mother Earth has a fever. But all these are just empty excuses for why sea levels are rising, animals are migrating, and why Al Gore's getting famous for something other than the internet. After collecting some data about aggregate climate temperatures, I discovered that things first began to change in the 1860s, exactly when a bunch of pompous Jesuits decided to educate Irish immigrants. Coincidence? I think not. We're here with Father Don, a Jesuit at Boston College. Father Don, please tell us about yourself and your experiences here at BC so far.
Well, I've been at BC 12 years in the campus ministry office, and they've been rather exciting years. There are days when it's not so exciting, but for the most part, it's been it's a great experience working with the students and being out here on the Heights.
Now that we have a little history on Father Don, can you share some history about BC, the early founding and where it's gone?
Well, BC was founded many years before I was founded, and so It was 1863, and as the song says, a bunch of Ignatians made a college invasion. But anyhow, they started educating the students in the streets of Boston who couldn't go to the public schools because they were Irish, Italian, Polish Catholics. So the Jesuits opened up this school, and from there it just has skyrocketed into the great institution it is today.
Were the founders aware that educating the Irish would have such a devastating effect on the polar ice caps?
Well, I don't know if it had a devastating effect on the polar ice caps, but when the Irish came over, they had to get over here somehow. So I suppose sitting on those ice caps melted them down a little bit. But then they also could use them, you know, they had to chill up their whiskey and stuff like that. So I don't know if they really knew how devastating it was going to be, but it was utilitarian at the time.
Well, it seems they must have known something. You know, the school was originally founded in the South End and then moved to Chestnut Hill.
What?
We're under the understanding that the Take to the Heights slogan is some sort of cryptic Da Vinci Code message that was made up by these founders.
No.
An oath of celibacy, the side of silence.
Summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirt and gritty. Bend down, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around, people looking half dead, walking on the sidewalk harder than a match.
So, are you guys into Earth Day?
Now that we have the background, we want to sort of investigate the student body and how that's influenced global warming nowadays. In 1970, BC went coeducational. At the same time, there were huge spikes in global warming temperatures. Do you think that we should stop admitting women to help this problem?
I don't think the women were the cause of the spiking temperatures, because the women around here are pretty cool.
Well, at least let's go back to the Nina slogan, no Irish in apply. Would that help?
Inappropriate.
What if we at least get rid of St. Patrick's Day?
No.